this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to simulate the Disney multiplane camera effect in After Effects. In the 1930s, this was done with a camera scaffolding multiple pictures that were physically cut out, and the whole thing was operated by a clockwork. All this is to create the feeling of actually moving through the shot. If you're wondering why bother, I can just show that this is top layer here is just a simple photograph. And when I move the shot forward, keep your eye on the moon. And imagine you're walking through the woods and the moon and the sky move in direct relation to the ground, which is pretty clearly wrong. So I recommend when you start this up, you'll start with what's the farthest away. This is actually 3 layers. I have a kind of a light blue sky, I have the moon, and I have the clouds. And I actually want these clouds to move a tiny bit, because once I have the castle and the mountains and everything in front of it, you're only going to be able to see this top half. But I do want these clouds to move just a little bit. And the reason for that is that movement along this side, you may not see it over the course of a 30-second effect, but subconsciously it actually does register, believe it or not. So the first layers that are going to actually move forward, the actual 3D objects in this shot, are these mountains and this castle. First, these mountains. I've already clicked this little cube here that turns into a 3D object that lets it move forward and backwards. Then push the letter P. Make sure that the stopwatch is clicked, which means adding frames. And it's very important that all of these points here are all in the exact same timeline, all the exact same frame, because then everything will work in concert with each other. Go back to my notes. The back mountains move forward 3K, so I need to move this. So it's at 48,000. I need to make that into 45. Isn't this just so exciting so far? I promise it's going to get more. It's going to get better. So then the mountains. Mountains are currently at 45. My notes say they have to move 5,000, so I have to move it to 40,000 pixels. And just wash, rinse, and repeat, keeping my notes. So, just to review, the back layer does not move at all. The very far back mountains move back 3,000. The castle is slightly closer than the mountains, so it moves forward 5,000. The woods are both at 10,000. The bush, which is pretty close, moves forward 14,000. The deer and the rock wall move back 15,000. So the closer the object is to the point of view, the faster it's moving. And that's how you do this. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. If you want to help me out, please subscribe.